Good morning, Art-Alchemy. Welcome to my channel. Sorry I'm late again. I know, but sorry about yesterday. I didn't feel like filming anything. Yeah, the morning was kind of boring actually, and it was Father's Day, so it's kind of weird. Then people in the afternoon was having like all kinds of like stuff around. I could hear them. I didn't even get in my jacuzzi last night because I didn't feel like it, but yeah, so because like I feel like a lot of actually I know this channel is art related, but scrapbooking was part of my life and it still is. So I'm still gonna be showcasing especially something like Grabby where they give you a run for your money. Now I did have 2 art boxes on there and I'm working on those. I still have my coffee, but we're gonna leave it because I don't like to drink coffee while I'm oil painting. So this is the moment some of you were waiting for, and myself as well. Oil paint. Finally, you know, that's what I was thinking Friday, because I was like, shoot, I'm going through these Grabby like stuff and some other stuff that I started, but I was like, the weather is warm, and it's actually in my house is pretty warm, especially in upstairs and where I am. So it gives this a chance to dry. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it in layers. So this for today, it'll be Gambling. I'm swatching Gambling. I'm not swatching all the 1980s because you'll see it on the reverse side of this, of my oil paint palette. This is my first oil paint palette, and I'll show it to you guys. I got it for $5. It's a wood one. I got it for $5 at they still sell it at Michael's, and I think I didn't pay for it because I had a $5 coupon or something like that. But these I do believe I have these. Actually, the permanent green light, yeah, I have all 4 of these, so I'm not going to swatch these. I'm going to compare this to another one. And this I am going to swatch because I do believe the chrome oxide green I don't have in any Gambling. So the 1989 is a student grade. These I got them from Joann for $2 and like 50 cents, somewhere there, when I went to Joann before on my area, in the area where I moved before they went I sell. Also, we're gonna use one of these palettes. I can't decide which ones. Remember my paint palette from Gamblin? Okay, but we're only gonna use one, and you know, then I have to make a process video to show you guys. We're probably just gonna use this little one. I wanted to use this one, but I don't know, I can't decide, but we're gonna use one of them. It probably is gonna be this one. And we're gonna swatch this RNF stick. I can't remember if I did it or not because it's still in this box. I'm assuming not. I just think I show it to you guys, but it's kind of weird because, and I don't like the fact that now if you order, just now they come, I bought it from Blick, and now, and it comes in this box. It doesn't have the little protective thing. Luckily for me, I'm almost done with one of my protective little things. And ooh, yeah, see, it's so soft because it's my room, and it wasn't like that when I moved. It just like got like that. So this is the oil paint in Dianthus pink, and this is the pink that I was telling you guys that it matches the oil paint, the mixable water paint that I swatched last week. So I'm gonna put that paint under because it's really pretty, and then this one, but I want to see how it swatches out. Okay, but I do believe I didn't swatch it. Let me know, but I don't think, I'm not sure. I think I just opened it and show you guys, but I honestly don't remember. I really don't remember. Yeah, so this is also, it's called Dianthus Rosa, Dianthus Pink. It's opaque, and it's, yeah, PV19, PV6, and 2 kinds. So anyway, this we're not gonna swatch. This too, when you buy any of the Gamblin products on their website, they give you, I think this is 100, or this is a 60 millimeter, I think, or 150 millimeter tube. It's a huge tube. Look at, This is a 37 mil, and look at that, how big this is. So in oil paint world, we do love, these are expensive, these size of tubes. It probably would have cost me around $40. I actually did Googled it. And stuff like that. So when we, in oil paint, white is your friend and watercolor is your enemy, okay? Just so you know. But I just wanted to show you guys that. So yeah, so on this one we're not gonna swatch, because I'll show you on the reverse side of this palette how these are some of my favorite colors. The turquoise I still have, I'm still working on it. It's really pretty color. You actually saw it on my last painting of how do I say it, of oil paint on the Christmas one, the one that I showed you with the wings. This is the color that I use on top. So we're not gonna do that one. And we are permanent green light. I am pretty certain I actually do have it swatched out. I do have it swatched out. And I'm so glad I got this I made this handy dandy oil paint. Remember this? Because now, see, I have the Sennelier oil sticks, the last ones I did. Really pretty. All this stuff that I just put it on here. And yeah, it saves you a lot of, like, you could just take out the stuff, remember? The iridescent stuff. And it saves you a lot of, so this is a cadmium. This is just extra paint that I had. It got stick on here, and then I managed to take it out. And yeah, I just think it's like good painty papers. I don't believe I have anything else. Yeah, I don't. Maybe I'll do it on here, on this last one. I'm not sure. But I do need to do it now. I'll do it on here. This saves you. This is just a Canson oil paint. Just an oil paint, Canson oil paint pad that I got, and it was a perfect size. I didn't have to cut it or anything. Perfect size for this. And this is the top, it's in oil. I was playing with it. It's a watercolor. I watercolor, and then it was a little bit messed up, so I just kind of like doodle. I put my name, and then I locked it, like I closed it. So yeah, I how do I say locked it? I don't have the exact words today, but I sealed it. Is what the true color is, so it doesn't run anymore. And it still run a little bit, but like it bleed through, but that's okay. And that's where this was. So yeah, so I'll show you a little bit. I do believe I have this permanent green light. I just ran out of it, and this we're gonna swatch. Oh, and I'm gonna leave this. So, and then we have the radiant line. So I have 6 tubes of the radiant line. This radiant line I've been wanting to. This is a Portland warm gray. This is not a radiant. So all the radiant line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, all the radiant line colors. Radiant green. There. They there's more colors, but they're expensive, so I didn't buy them. I came across a few years back, and I hesitated to buy it. I should have bought it. It was the set of radiant in a display, and it was like $66, and I didn't buy it. I should have bought it, because now I can't find it. And the only thing, they do have the line, so I got this from Blick, and they were on sale, but they were like $5 something. I don't remember the exact. I think I got a discount, and then I went back and got one, which was the turquoise. And then these I wanted to try, because we were in winter when I bought these, and I thought before I knew I was gonna move, that's why I stopped. I was actually gonna show you guys this around May, and then I found out I had to move. Then I knew I was gonna move, so I just delayed it. That's why the colors, because at that time these colors were like, and they still are, they were like, I picked them, I hand picked them on purpose. And you know what, guys? I'm pretty sure I had more whites. I gotta go back to the where I am telling you, I think some things, I don't know. Something I could have swore I had more of these, that I had another white, another type of white. So warm white, series 1 just like series 2, series 3. So they're the same as watercolors. The series 1 is the best. I think it runs the same way in oil. I think, I don't remember. But most of these, all these are series 2. So yeah, the same as watercolor. So this is warm white, cool white, and Portland warm gray. I could have swore I had another white, but in all these little boxes where I label them oil stick, they weren't on there. So if I find it, fine, because I did separate them with the Ultrich one. So this is oil paint week. So I'm gonna alternate. Oh, before I tell you guys, I'm gonna alternate between the oil paint video, so I let them dry, and the boxes that I still have. I have 2 left over, one from Amazon, one from, and a few other things, you know, from Grabby before we moved on. So this is my very first palette, and I got this is wood, and I got it from $5 from Michael's, and it's a pretty good size. It has a little thumb if you wanna, you know, but I like this, and I like this size. Now we're gonna use this size because I want the paint to stick to it. But look, a few years back, this is oil paint, and I actually sealed it with a varnish, but I am gonna varnish this when I'm done. So I want to, so look how pretty. And I think I put a lot of you know, that and no, we're just gonna use straight out oil paint today, because I don't know where, I do know where it is, but I don't want to bring it down like my solvent. So we're just gonna do it with the palette knife to separate it. But yeah, I did this on purpose. So this, some of these reds is this, the 1980. So the Nathal and Canyon Red light, and yes, anything that says light is a light of that color. So just so you know, look at the difference. So I know I'm giving you basic information, but in oil paint is a bit different. And some of you, you're oil painters, you can shine on here. I'm pretty sure you'll. So this is a really nice color. This is one of my favorite, cadmium lemon. And I mix it with a little bit of white. And these are the reds, and dark reds are, I think this is alizarin, I'm pretty sure. And I mixed it with, I don't like to use straight up in oil paint red. I actually like to mix it among my reds. And I love this, love. This is one of my favorite colors. I do have a couple of tubes in the other Ultrich. Okay, so for today we're gonna use this side. So yeah, to swatch these out. And yeah, we're gonna use this. I decided because this is a pretty one. And yeah, and as we go, we're gonna, so first things first, let's swatch. And then, because I want to swatch it on this Sennelier, and then we're going to, and I don't want to take, yeah, we're at 14 minutes and I gotta get it down in one video. So we're going to swatch. And if you have some questions about oil paint, put them down. So this is a regular 38. Oh, 38. I didn't know that. I didn't know that RNF were 38, not 37. Oh, cool. And this is a series 3. See what I mean? In oil paint, yes. That's why the Radiant 9 is pretty pricey, because it's a series 2. And yeah. So RNF, ooh. Yeah. See, they are incredibly soft, and they're soft because it's warm in my room. See? Oh my gosh. I don't even have to put that much. And yes, I have my little towel on here. weekend oil paint. Oh, I'm so excited. Doesn't it look, oh my god, it's gonna go well with this Atelier. And it's gonna, ooh, so pretty. I'm so excited, you guys. Finally, finally. You don't know how much I had to hold myself in my in my other home for me not to. And by the way, RNF, I do not like the fact that if you have like a little tray or something, then you can put these like a clear tray, so you can stack them like that. And once you use anything for oil paint, leave it for oil paint, because I mean you don't want to use it for anything else. But yeah, I don't like the fact that it doesn't come with that cover thing. But because they're so soft inside of there, they melt, you know, during the summer. They're incredibly soft. Well, you saw me how they got in my finger and I barely swapped. But this is gonna go well with the oil. I'm so excited to use it on top of that water mixable, the Cobra. Oh, so pretty. Okay, so that's that. Now the moment you was waiting for, you guys. And I am still in the kitchen because nobody's still here, thankfully. But then I won't be able to do this. But I still haven't set up my studio, so a little bit messy. I've just been taking my time, but I will start to get it done this week. I'm feeling a lot better. And okay, so this is I'm not gonna give you pigment or anything because, you know, I don't like doing that. But the Gamblin Artist Gray are made out of safflower oil. Some of them are and some of them aren't. This is opaque. So this is refined linseed flax oil, light fastness. So yeah, some of them, it's just the way it is. The safflower takes a long time now, yeah, to dry. So I'm only gonna put a little bit because in oil paint, a little bit goes a long way. What I noticed with this, oh, should I use it with this one? There is something that I could use to move them. I don't need to. I have like a non-toxic gel from Gamblin that I got in my very 1981 set. Ooh, see this one. See, sometimes you don't need any. This one, ooh, a lot of oil. This one had a lot of oil. It probably was sitting there for a while. This is a pretty color, but that's okay. I just, when that happens in oil paint, because it's just oil, I just kind of like give it a whirl. Oh wow, look at that. Can you guys see? I did them in order, but we're gonna lay them on here out of order. So this is this is why I was attracted to these colors in the winter time, because they're incredibly light. See, on my palette is showing the true color. It's a really baby, like very light, like sky light, like for clouds and stuff like that. See, you can't see it on here, but yeah, it is showing on this palette the way that it's supposed to be, I guess. So yeah, very nice color. Oh, in oil paint I hate doing this, but sometimes you have to. Okay, the next one is the Portland Gray, and I'm doing it from, oh yeah, Portland Gray. You know, I gotta hand it to my peeps in Portland. I lived in Vancouver, Washington, which is neighboring Portland, but on the Washington State side. And Portland, well, Portland is in Oregon. So this is for all you peeps. So when I saw this color, I like this color like cappuccino, but it reminded me of that time because it's always cloudy and it rains a lot. So yeah, to all my Pacific Northwest peeps, where you at? And then the warm white. Warm white. I probably don't need to put it on my palette. Oops, this one I got a little bit of the cappuccino, but it's almost the color of this. Can you guys see it? Yeah. Oh, now you can see a little bit of this. Yeah, they're all super light. That's why when I bought them, because when I bought them, remember, it was literally the end of winter. That's what it gave me those vibes. I'm still gonna use them now, because I could, like, I have this vision of, like, I have some canvases that they're not too big, they're like medium size, and I was thinking about, like, trying out this paint, like just not doing anything, kind of like this, just like painting, and yeah, like abstraction. I'm gonna do a lot of, ooh, see, people are like, how did you get it in your hands? Well, now you can see. And so I don't like to use paper towels, but I don't have a choice right now. Okay, so that's that. Let me pause you and put the other colors down. Okay, I'm back. So I'm gonna swatch them more here, more direct. If I feel like I need to use the palette, then I will, because I notice it's gonna take me a while. Yeah, to set up your palette and stuff in oil paint takes a bit of a time. So I'm on the radiant line. So now we're gonna swatch the radiant line, and then we're gonna leave the student grade at the end, chromium oxide green. So radiant red, they're all series 2, in case you wanted to know. See, okay, this is why yeah. So it did come out with a little bit of okay, so I'm gonna squeeze them on my palette, and then I'm just gonna transfer them, because otherwise it's not gonna work. And this bit of an oil, I could just use it in my palette. Okay, I got some, so now there we go. So it's like a salmon. I'm very surprised how it looks. See, it looks different. I thought it was gonna be a little bit moodier, and it's not. It's actually lighter. Okay, that's why we're swatching, right? Yes, in oil paint, most of the time they're true to its color, but this time it's not. Okay, we're gonna do the radiant blue now. Okay, radiant blue, that one was ready to come out. I'm just gonna leave it on there. So these artist grade, the Gamblin is the artist grade. I'm sorry if I didn't say that before. And the 1980 are the student grades, but they're the 1980 are comparative. What I noticed that these are just more opaque than the artist grade. The artist grade, it like moves on its own. This one you have to actually use something to move it, because it's kind of hard. Not as hard, nowhere hard as some other cheap ones, but they are pretty hard. And oil paint, like, I like to have it flex the palette knife, so you can easily just move your paint around and mix it actually. Okay, now we're gonna I'm gonna leave this at the end, the radiant yellow, because yellow will make mud. I don't want it to do that. So we're gonna do the radiant violet. Yeah, this one was nice. Radiant violet. And then on the radiant turquoise, I'm gonna say this because I'm gonna lay it down. I'm gonna lay the last 2 colors down. That's all we have, because I only have oh no, and then I'll do the yellow. The radiant turquoise, look at the difference. This is the Gamblin, and this is radiant from the radiant line, and the Gamblin 1980. Look at the difference. I do love this color. I want to see how it looks on here. That's why I got this. and they're both series 2, but they have similar, so they're both made with PG7, whatever that color is, titanium dioxide, something like that, phthalo green, phthalo blue. This one tells you what it has. PB15 for the student grade, but this is made with PB15-2, the artist grade, and then PW6, which is the white. And then this one, the student grade, is made with linseed oil, and it's opaque. And this one is linseed flax oil. So this one has alkali, so it'll dry faster, even though they don't. They still take a minute. But yeah, this is what I wanted to say about the 1980 one. And let's lay it down. Lay it turquoise. Yeah, I'm glad that these are not coming out kind of weird like the other ones. Because, yeah. And I have my palette over here. I could just swipe so I could oh, I already did the Great Radiant, this one. So now we're gonna do the green. Yeah, this one was, the green was a little bit, yeah. This is, I don't know if I like this green. And then finally the Radiant Yellow. I'll do the yellow on its own. Okay. And then the chromium oxide green. Oh yeah, this one, see? It has a bit of an oil right there. So I'm gonna put it down on the palette first. Yeah, it does have a bit of an oil. Okay, now it doesn't, but yeah. You'll see it because I'm gonna leave it until the end. Okay, so let's swatch this first. The yellow. So it's out of my, so pretty, sunshine yellow. I love it. And also we're gonna do a comparative with the Ultrich, because I bought a lot of the Ultrich line that they're similar to the Radiant, and I saw this lady who does oil paint like swatches. She said the Ultrich was a bit better than this one, but I do like Gamblin a lot, and I like the fact that it moves on its own. I don't have to use any chemicals at the moment. So yeah, that's what I like about this type of paint, that the artist grade tends to move on its own. Look at, ta-da! We have painting napkin. So this is the Radiant Violet, and then Radiant Turquoise is next. Okay. And I found this Gamblin on my own when the 1980 line, because it was a good price. I bought it for $35 at Jerry or Ramos, I believe, and they sent it through the mail. And my formerly instructor, Chris, did not know about this line. I introduced him to it, see? Because he's a traditionalist, so he doesn't like to venture out, I think. And like, I remember when he saw the tube, he was like, he looked at the brand. He's like, so, but I knew, because it comes from Portland and stuff, so I knew about them and stuff like that. I've actually, when I was there, I heard about them, but I've never heard about Daniel Smith until I became interested in watercolor. So not too much in oil paint, because it costs you a lot of money. You don't want to waste a lot of paint, even if it is. Look at the difference. This is the viscosity. This is the 1980. Look at the viscosity of it, right? Now you're gonna see the difference. So this is the chromium oxide green, I do believe I don't have this one at all. The other ones I did, and I show them to you. That's why I didn't swatch them. See, the viscosity of it is quite so see the difference. Look at the radiant line, and the other colors are soft, and look how opaque, like there's no, it's how dull actually the student grade. That's the only difference I saw. This one tube was, and the viscosity of it, and you use more of it, but basically, but unless you use like a thinner or something. I tend not to do that because I do love the thickness and the richness of oil paint. If I want the thinness or something, I don't like to do underpaintings either too much on oil paint. I like to like lay it down really well. I use another medium, but yeah, look, this is, oh, I remember I bought these because I wanted to use them as backgrounds. That's what it was. This, remember my little wings? I'm gonna make more wings, I just love, but yeah. So this is the Gamblin. Oh yeah, I gotta wrap this up. This is the Gamblin. I hope you guys enjoy this. This is an oil paint week, so I do probably, the next Saturday video is gonna be probably in the Aldrich oil paint. So I gotta give these guys some time to dry. All right, I'll see you guys on another video. Take care.